Hi, my name is LaQuanda Jefferson. I am a psychotherapist here in the Atlanta area, and I just like to welcome you guys to my monthly broadcast. This is the broadcast for the month of August, and today is August 28th, and I'm super excited. I have two separate relationship tips that I have decided to weigh in on for this particular broadcast, and hold on just a second. I got to plug in this little piece right here. I normally take care of all of my techie issues and everything before but today's a little bit off and that's okay. I really hope that you guys have been doing well. I hope your life is in an absolute blissful state for the moment. And, permanently going forward into the month of September, because we know September can be one of those months that puts people in the downers a bit. Because you're coming off of the summer and getting accustomed to going to school and work for pretty much the majority of society at that point. So, the relationship topic that I chose for this month's broadcast, the first one, is, it comes from Tommy in Salt Lake City, Utah. Of course, we do not reveal people's actual names for their own privacy, and to keep the feedback kind of like general. Tommy's problem is that his girlfriend is really religious. She always asks him to attend church with her, but he always finds an excuse. Recently, she's been using this against him and refuses to have sexual intercourse with her. Okay, so everybody knows that normally what I do is I try to go through and analyze a little bit of the body language between the person and their partner on their Facebook page or their Twitter page or their Instagram page, depending on which platform submitted the inquiry for a response. Okay, so what I noticed is that his other half comes from a very, very religious family. Their family dynamics are very interesting. But I have to say this: if she started off being sexually intimate with you, and all of a sudden now her reason for no longer desiring to be sexually intimate with you is only that you are not attending church with her, I would be curious as to whether or not there was something else kind of like underneath all of the things that are on the surface. So I would be asking if there is anything else that we need to talk about, first of all, because I guess I find it interesting that people find ways to get out of meeting the basic expectations that they initially came into the relationship delivering. As you know, I'm a strong believer in relationship discourse leading to separation because of people and expectations that go uncommunicated. So I feel like at least those basic expectations that were on the surface should still exist by the time the relationship is over, right? I don't feel like that's something that should change over time. I don't feel like that's something that should or should I say cease to exist, especially the sex piece. Some people do it, some people don't. That's fine. I'm non-judgmental. What works for you is what works for you. However, I have to stress that people tend to expect what you start off a relationship contributing. Over the course of the relationship, they expect that thing, okay? So, my advice for you would be sit down and have a conversation with her. I'm huge on communication, so you probably knew that was going to be my answer prior to me even doing this recording and sending it in. But that's my answer, and if you have anything else for me or follow up and that sort of thing, you can definitely hit me offline and send me an email, doclqj@familialbonds.org. I am available for you if you can just put in the subject line broadcast selection for August. I'll know who you are. And that's pretty much all I've got. Sit down and have an honest communication about the issue at hand. And hopefully this offers some resolve for you. So, moving into the next topic, I received an inquiry from someone about forgiveness in a situation where he walked in and caught his wife having sex with another man in their bed. So, infidelity is a huge issue in the culture that we live in. It always has been to some extent, or to some degree, for Western popular culture. People feel like it's almost the end of the world if their partner has an affair, especially if a woman is the person who is having this affair. And for whatever reason, this situation has been misconstrued. Women don't cheat emotionally, as they call it. If a woman is going to cheat, or a man is going to cheat, they cheat in the same way, essentially. If a woman is looking for an emotional connection because the affect in her relationship is low, and she's not, getting that emotional connection at home, and she uses that as her reason. Of course, we know that there are larger issues that are that are swimming under the surface, but if she uses that for her reason of veering off course, then that's probably what she sees as the problem. If you go to a person that's a psychotherapist or counseling professional who looks at issues in a different light, of course, we'd say, okay, well, that's what's symptomatic of what the problem really is. Let's get to the core of it. But to move past that piece, men can cheat in the same way. So I guess I would ask you for more insight on the way that this affair of sorts, if it has been an affair, has transpired over time. And if it's not an affair, and this has been like this the only time that this thing has happened, have the two of you sat down and discussed what this means for your relationship? Have you discussed what this means for the transition? Okay, that the obvious transition that the two of you are going to have to embark on at this point. But my advice would be as follows. It's not about forgiveness, and I say this so often. People think that forgiveness is something that we have to deliver to ourselves and another person in order for us to heal. But it's not forgiveness. Forgiveness is not what we're looking for. We're looking to close things and heal through them by elevating ourselves, essentially. Dealing with the emotions, sitting with the emotions and the trauma that we experience from attachment injuries like this one, and probably other attachment injuries that look similar to this one, that you may have just masked over or put a band-aid on previously. But we look to say, we forgive, so that we can move forward and cope in a different way. Coping mechanisms do not heal problems. They give you solutions to approach the problem solving arena and come up with viable solutions that are a lot more productive than counterproductive. Okay. Healing requires trauma informed psychotherapy or trauma informed interventions that help you get to the root of your issues and not only just move past them, okay, but rediscover who you are as a person as a result of those issues. And then after you rediscover who you are, it helps you formulate a different perspective on looking at life in general, not only the relationship dynamics that are right in front of you. So, dealing with the trauma, having a trauma-informed approach to going through and, delving into the meat of things, those are things that I would say would probably be best for you. The forgiveness principle is one that is more tied to religion than anything, to be honest with you, at its origin. So that's pretty much all I've got. Excuse me. So those are my two topics that I've selected for this month's broadcast. And just for awareness purposes, my interest for this month is social justice advocacy. Get involved, people. Let's take our community back and let's be a better and a more productive community and society of people for the sake of American people and other people who visit our wonderful country. Let's make our world one that says we all care individually. That's the only way that we can make a difference anyway. We all have to start on an individual level to influence change in our entire system. So that's it. You guys have a beautiful and amazing start to your day, whatever day it is that you decide to embark on watching this video. If you like the purview that I had to share with you guys, if you like this type of thing, if you like the content, if you like the dynamics, my setup, my beautiful smile, whatever it is, please like and follow this YouTube station, my Facebook, and other social media. I have Instagram and Twitter and those types of things for regular updates. That's pretty much all I've got. You guys have a great day. Thank you.